Good news for 2023. I find it so hard saying 2023. Oh, Canada.
So you guys, my accent has not changed.
The year 2023, there are some nice updates coming out of Canada, and that's why I'm here to, talk to you guys about it. As you all know, English test is one of the exams that are discouraging a lot of people from coming to Canada. The reason being, I do not understand, especially people who have been speaking either English and French. It shouldn't be something hard to do. Must I do the English stroke French exam if I want to come to Canada? For the most part, yes. You can delay it, but eventually if you want to become a resident or a citizen, you will have to sit for a language exam. I have done videos about how you can come to Canada without sitting for the language exam. I will leave a link to that video up above. Now, there are designated language testing organizations which are accepted by IRCC. IRCC will accept results from designated language testing organizations. I know there are millions of language testing organizations out there, but there are these that are only accepted by IRCC. If you do your language testing exam with an organization which is not designated by IRCC, then IRCC will not accept those results. So that is why it is very important to look up these organizations which are accepted by IRCC, designated actually by IRCC. The good news is IRCC has approved one more organization and included it in the list of designated language testing organizations here in Canada. I mean, this is big news because initially we had CELPIP, we had IELTS, we had TEF, and we had TCF. The last two are for French language testing. I'm gonna tell you the entire list, including the new one that was just approved, in fact today in February of 2023, to be offering this. This means that you have a broader pool of organizations that can test your language skills, and they are acceptable by IRCC. So shall I show you these organizations? On your screen are the designated language testing organizations by IRCC. Let's start with the English test. We have the IELTS, which is divided into two. We have the general test and we have the academic test. For the CELPIP, we have the CELPIP general test, and also we have the CELPIP general listening and speaking test, which is specific for citizenship. And now we have the Pearson test of English, and this is the new addition to the team. All right, so I'll break it down, you guys. So for CELPIP, which is offered by Paragon Testing Enterprises Inc., we have two types, as I've told you: CELPIP general test and CELPIP general listening and speaking, which is specific to citizenship only. So if you are applying for permanent residency, please sit for CELPIP general test and not CELPIP general listening and speaking, which is CELPIP general LS. Do not take that one. That is for citizenship only. When we go to IELTS, which is International English Language Testing System, we have three organizations that administer this exam. Number one, we have the Cambridge Assessment International Development Program in Australia, and then we have British Council. Now, I want to mention that in most countries you will find British Council to be the one administering the IELTS. So check out in your countries if these other organizations that administer the language English exam are available. And the reason why I'm telling you that is that then if we have variety and we have different organizations testing for English exam, then you wouldn't have to wait for a longer period of time to find an appointment. As my own personal experience, getting an appointment took me 3 months, almost 3 months before I could get an appointment with British Council, because then that was the only body offering IELTS or English language exam. And the lines were really long, and so it was so hectic for you to find an appointment, which is why it's good to check if these other organizations that have been designated are available in your country. I know CELPIP, which is offered by the Paragon Testing Enterprises, it is really expanding. Oh my gosh, CELPIP has expanded. I'm just so shocked. CELPIP is in Saudi Arabia, it's in Kuwait, it's in Bangladesh, it's in Pakistan, it's in Japan. CELPIP is in Nigeria. It's in Australia, it's in UK, it's in Korea, it's in Singapore, United Arab Emirates, it's in the Philippines, it's in India, it's in China, it's in the US. Oh my gosh, Canada, of course. Oh my gosh, Nigeria is the only country in Africa that has got CELPIP. So you guys, Nigeria, congratulations. Also, they are looking for partners around the world to partner with to offer this test. So if you are in Kenya and you want to partner with CELPIP so that you can offer this language testing, that would be really, really nice, because as we speak currently, it's only British Council. The latest organization to be designated is the Pearson Canada Inc. And that actually just happened this month of February. Like, you guys, my guy, this is just exciting. And now Pearson Inc. offers Pearson Test of English, which is also accepted by IRCC. Now here it says that anticipated to be accepted by IRCC as of late 2023. So it has just been designated. Late 2023 they will start accepting those results. So also be careful, don't just rush. But again, these exams are valid for 2 years. Let's go to my French speakers, you guys. If you're my French speaker, bonjour, ça va? Do I look like your French maid? Language testing for French. Again, this is majorly if you're coming from countries whose primary language is French, but also if you're coming from an English speaking country and you know or you've learned French, it doesn't matter. As long as you want to go to Quebec, which is the only French speaking province in Canada, then you must sit for French language testing. And okay, so we have the TEF, which I will say its name in full later. Let me prepare my tongue, because French, you guys. Paris Chamber of Commerce and Industry administers the TEF. Now the TEF in full is Test d'Évaluation du Français pour le Canada. How did I do, my guys? How did I do, my French speakers? Write me in the comment section. But yeah, that is the French language testing that you'll have to undergo if you want to go to Quebec. And then we have the other one, which is TCF. Now, France Education International administers this TCF for Canada, and TCF in full is Test de connaissance du français pour le Canada. Also, let me know in the comment section how I did with the pronunciation. Oh my gosh, French will kill me. Anyways, I need to let you know that when you're doing IELTS, there's the general and academic. So if you're going to a university, do the academic. If you're coming here as a worker, as a permanent resident, do the general testing. Be very careful when you're selecting those, because it can mess your immigration. Because if you do the wrong one, IRCC might not accept it. Okay, so yeah, that is the update for 2023, you guys. I wish you all the best in your English testing. And you guys, let me just tell you, you do not need to sit for English exam if you're coming here as a student. it is not necessary. Check me out in my next video, and yeah, you guys, I love you so much. Please send me a love emoji in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye bye.